Welcome to the Woman in Power Conversation with the President. My name is June Veland, and I am the President, Founder, and CEO of the Women's Chamber of Commerce of Nevada. We will talk to many members who are presidents of companies, divisions, leaders, board of directors, corporations, young professional, and advertisers. And my guest today is Sonny from the Asian Chamber of Commerce. How are you?
I am good. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. We never get together, so this is kind of nice. So I got you on the show. I want to tell a little bit of information to our listeners out there. As a seasoned professional, more than 12 years of banking experience, he provides personalized service to meet needs of professional banking clients, including doctors, dentists, attorneys, and CPAs, with all aspects of their financial needs, both business and professional. And you are with the Nevada State Bank, and you are the VP Relations Manager.
That's correct.
And I've been reading this. You do a lot. Okay. So, and I'm going to let you go into telling us a little bit about your background, you know, for your university, and you know, how long you've been here. And so if you could go into a few of these things for me.
Sure. Moved here from the Philippines actually in 1986, and I moved to Los Angeles first. Decided to move out to Las Vegas in 2004, and let me tell you, it's the best thing I've ever done. I love living here. Love Las Vegas. Moved into banking at the same year, so I've been with Nevada State Bank since 2004, and I've been involved with the Asian Chamber for about 7 years now. Currently the president for the past 3.
Wow. And how long is your term for the...
It's a 2-year term.
You've been there 3.
You can get reelected. No,
okay.
There's no term limits, pretty much. So
yeah, there's no term limits on my executive board either for the Women's Chamber as
That's
well.
right.
You know, so and you were a 2012 graduate of the Las Vegas Metro Chamber, and then you serve on one of their committees. Don't
That's
you?
correct. Actually, I finished. It's a funny part because I started leadership actually with the North Las Vegas Chamber of Commerce.
Oh.
But that's the time when Metro Chamber acquired North Las Vegas Chamber. So it became the Leadership Advanced program for for the Metro Chamber. And then after finishing that year, I chaired it for a year. And then I was involved until I became president of the Asian Chamber, and I just didn't have enough time. I still keep in touch, of course, with my friends over there and try to help out whenever I can.
Yeah, well, that's a lot, you know. And you currently serve. You currently serve on that council, right? Or did you retire?
No, not anymore.
Not
for the
anymore?
Leadership Council, I'm
okay.
done.
And you regularly donate, you know, your time for teaching the Nevada State Bank's Banking on Your Future curriculum.
Correct.
What is that all about?
No, that's a really important thing that the bank does. So we go to different high schools, for example, different schools, and we teach credit, we teach banking, we even teach subjects like moving out and what to expect. And I love doing that. That was actually my favorite, the moving out subject, because it's very eye-opening for high school students. I love it when I can inform them of what to expect, because of course they're excited. These are seniors, or we're going to be moving out. So that's such an important thing, because as you grow older and they start working, it's important for them to know how, you know, just to keep track of what's going on, pretty much, and keep them in track. Got to stay away from trouble.
Do you do that? Do you do that very often, or how?
I have not done one in a while since.
Do you go to the schools?
But we go to the schools.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much. We also are involved with Junior Achievement, where we go and read or teach financial literacy for the kids as well.
Yeah, because you serve as a volunteer on the Junior Achievement.
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Oh.
Yes, I do.
And what do you do when you volunteer for them exactly?
Mostly read to students or teach them math.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Math again, of course. How did I think of that? And yeah, I hear your hobbies are hiking, biking, and reading.
Hike. Yes.
With all of this, you have time to do that.
As much as I can. It's been tough, but it's been great. The last 2 weekends, for example, I was able to go hiking. So nothing far, but I was just able to do a trail at Red Rock and one trail at Mount Charleston. I love going to Zion. Zion is my favorite.
Yeah, well, be careful when you go to visit some of these places with all those fires going on there and stuff, you know. Now, how do you tell me about the type of clients you serve?
Mostly doctors, CPAs, professionals, lawyers, any medical entity, engineers and architects pretty much. And one of the reasons why we are in this division pretty much, we know that these professionals are very busy. So we try to create an experience for them when we do more as far as customer experience is concerned. So for example, we would go to their offices instead of them coming to us if they need something. More of a personal service.
More a personal touch, yeah.
Yes.
And do you have any children? Or?
I do. I have two boys. My eldest is actually, I'm very proud, I have to share, he's graduating for, he joined the Metro, Las Vegas Metro, and he's graduating this month from the academy. And my younger one is in UNLV, he's a journalism student.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Journalist student. Cool.
Yeah. My wife is a nurse, and she's been a nurse for about 20 years now, and she works for Kindred Hospital.
Oh, yes, I know that, because one of our board members went there for a while because she was ill.
Okay.
And she was there for a while, yeah. So they have them all over town, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
A couple. Yeah.
Okay, she was on the one on, I think it was Flamingo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually my wife's the one in Rainbow.
A Rainbow?
Rainbow,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So do you have anything else to add as give us some updates of what you're doing within the Asian Chamber?
Sure. Well, Chamber's doing really well right now. I'll give you a little stats on Asians if that's okay in Las Vegas. We're approaching about 11% now in population, which is really good. The most would be Filipinos at about 170,000. Chinese are next, about 60 to 70,000 as far as the population is concerned. Business growing, approaching about 19,000 Asian-owned businesses in Nevada. Spring Mountain Road alone in Chinatown, from Valley View to Rainbow, there's over 300 Asian-owned businesses in there.
I remember moving here, and I think it was 25 years ago from the earthquake in LA, and I used to go there all the time, and it was very small 25 years ago.
Compared to now.
Yeah.
Not only that, several years ago, a lot of the properties in that area were mostly warehouses, industrial.
Right.
Now it's one of the hottest properties in town, and a lot of that has to do with Asian.
Because they used to have just the corners, and I haven't been there in a long time, so they expanded.
It's expanded. There's a lot of different retail areas now that are filled with Asian-owned businesses. They are building a second Chinatown Plaza across from it, which is great. That's another 40 retail offices that are coming in, or retail stores that are coming in fact. And now, since the population also of, there's Chinatown, but of course the Asians live in different areas in town as well. And there's a rising population on the southwest area. So around the Rainbow and 215 area, there's a burst of Asian-owned businesses there as well that are coming up.
Well, I see that happening too, or around this Flamingo area and stuff like that. I mean, what about Janie Lau at?
Janie's awesome.
Yeah.
She owns the restaurant over at Paradise, and
she's
she
very
does a lot in the
she's
community.
very supportive of us. We
That's
usually have
awesome.
our board meetings there a lot.
Okay.
My members really love her food and stuff, so that's where we have our board meetings sometimes.
That's
too.
good.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the chamber is concerned, we have the three main branches. The first one would be governmental affairs, the same as your chamber. We have
Right.
one as well. And the main thing that we do with that one is look at the legislations that are going to come out, see how it affects our community, and of course lobby for or against it. We do endorsements as well. In fact, we're doing our PAC interviews this month for the coming elections. And then we're also trying to encourage more Asians to join politics, to be in politics. We are, like I said, approaching at 11% in population, and yet we don't have any Asian representation in the state senate, state assembly, county, city, or even the school board. So it's about time.
We're getting a little more women.
Yes.
A little more women in politics, but
I agree.
again, a lot of them are not, interested in running a lot of times, and
Sure.
so
That I agree. The community part of ours is just really partnering with different community organizations around town that help pretty much. We do offer scholarships as well to CCSD students, 15 a year. We've been doing that for 20 years now, which is really good. Another thing that we do also is economic development, of course, just making sure
Right.
that our small businesses are doing well. One of the big projects that we had last year was really create a forum with the health district, because a lot of the Asian owners, restaurant owners, felt that the health district didn't know their food. And just to give you an example, they allow aged cheese, but yet they want kimchi thrown out after a certain amount of days. Well, kimchi has to be fermented. It's kind of like aged cheese. You have to age it for a while. Another example would be they required sushi makers to wear gloves. It's very, very difficult. They've been making sushi 100 years now without gloves. So we've worked around that. We've formed a dialogue. Now it's okay for them not to wear gloves as long as there's a sign, for example, in the restaurant that says sushi made with a chef that's not wearing gloves.
it's very hard to do. Yeah,
That's correct. But it's a big thing for our restaurant owners. And out of our 600 members in the chamber, about 150 of it are restaurant owners.
Oh wow.
So, needless to say, we do love food.
I guess you do. Oh my gosh. But now you have what type of event do you have coming up? When is your events for your chamber for the I think, do you have a gala or is it a luncheon? A
we
gala.
do.
Okay.
Well, we have luncheons every 10 months out of the year.
Right.
We try to get different speakers that might contribute to the community. We also have regular lunch and learns.
Right.
But our two things that are coming up that's pretty important for us right now. The first project that we have is something that hasn't been done for the Asians in the community. It's the most prominent Asian book that's coming out. So we're in the works of doing that right now. And then we're going to have a gala as well on September 19, honoring the people that will be in that book, as well as announcing the candidates that we're going to be endorsing for this coming up elections.
And are you involved in the Asian, but they have an Asian, I want to say, pageant?
Yes.
Are you involved in that as well?
We support them.
Okay.
I talked to the pageant coordinator.
Again,
Amy.
there's so many different variations of
That's
Asian.
right. That's right. Yeah. That pageant was amazing, by the way. There's 20 amazing young ladies in there. And I told them we will help as much as we can to get more sponsorship in, because I believe in that pageant. I think it's a good representation.
Well, in my modeling days, that's what I did. It was when I had my modeling school and agency, I did over like 3,000 pageants in the Sacramento area.
Wow, that's awesome.
There's a lot of, we used
We
to
could
do
use
the
your
state
help.
fair. We used to do the state fair all the
Definitely.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's pretty good.
Yeah, and then of course we do have our golf tournament coming up in November. That's one of our major fundraisers for our scholarship. So,
Right.
and
Yeah,
that's a
ours
really
is
good
our the Athena Awards, and
Awards,
we couple it with the Women and Men in Entertainment and Performing Arts and Media, so
Okay.
that again, that's an area that is not covered by Nevada at all.
Yeah.
And this is where they have all the talent.
See?
And it's not covered. But again, I was raised in that industry, so between Amy Jo and myself, and of course I'm going to get Teresa involved, and then I'm going to get hopefully Jill involved from Caesars, and give it some more attention.
Sure. Sure.
So,
yeah, definitely.
but I want to thank you for coming. Is there anything you would like to add that's coming up, or you want to promote?
Just the ones that are the gala, which is a really important one,
Okay.
September 19. But I do want to thank you for always reaching out to the Asian Chamber. It's always good when all of us chambers can work together and be more
I know.
powerful as one voice.
And everybody thinks of us, they think of us as a woman's chamber, but they forget we're a minority chamber. And it is like all of you.
Of course, of course.
So,
So
but I
thank
wanna-
you so much.
You're
Yeah.
welcome, and thank you so much for coming and
course.
telling us all about the chamber and about yourself.
Thank you.
And so when you're not doing the Asian Chamber as president, what are you going to do after that?
I don't know yet. We'll see. I'm sure I'll find something.
Okay, thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
coming.
June. All
And
right.
thank you for enjoying the show today, The Woman in Power. And my name is June Beelan, and I will see you next time.